Hello YouTube, how are you? I am pretty excited today because I'm going to be doing a quick overview on the DAS 4 Ultimate keyboard. I'm going to be comparing it to my old Ultimate S keyboard from DAS as well. And before I start, I want to give a quick shout out to Ray and Eileen, also my Titanfall crew, Reaper, High Roller, Crack, Snyderman, Pyro, Nether, Wreck, and all the rest of your friends. If I'm forgetting somebody, sorry, but shout out to you guys. Reaper, if you're watching this is what I would send you, but since you did say that you have no idea how to touch type, and how you say you have no preference whatsoever on keyboard, I'm having my doubts sending this to Australia, but think about it. Think about it. Alrighty. The DAS 4 Ultimate, it's brand new. It was just released mid-April, and it actually didn't start shipping from DAS till the end of the month in April, the end of April. So they made a couple changes, a couple upgrades, included a few new features, changed some things around. And I saw it advertised somewhere as being the thinnest mechanical keyboard. I don't know if that's true or not, but as of May of 2014, probably is. Looks pretty thin. It's still pretty heavy. In fact, it might be heavier than the previous gen. Hard to tell without a scale, but it definitely feels heavier. The bright side, it still feels solid. This one was solid. I used to type on it and game on it for hours, and never that I was chasing it around like some of my old keyboards. You know, the old drag, typing on ice kind of thing. Not anymore. Let's talk about the new features on the DAS 4 Ultimate keyboard. It features a matte black finish, which is anti-fingerprint and anti-dust. Not necessarily, I mean, your fingerprints will probably still be there and stuff, but you just can't see it. It's not such a high maintenance as this one was, so that's pretty nice. It has a killer, intimidating look still. They also added media keys and a volume knob, which is very important for me. That was the one thing missing from this keyboard, but you know, I love this keyboard so much, I like it so much that I was willing to sacrifice the media stuff. But now that it's here, now that USB 3.0 is part of it, you know, it's actually a hub for two. It has a hub for two USB 3 components or slots. You know, now I'm a happy camper. Now I'm pretty satisfied with DAS. I went with Cherry MX Blue, and they're still only offering blues and browns on both the Professional and the Ultimate. So, you know, one of the things that I will suggest to DAS if they're watching this, which I doubt they're watching. If they're watching, I doubt they'll do anything about it. Is add more customizations. You know, offer a lit keyboard. Some players, some typists may prefer a lit keyboard. No, not wrong with that. Maybe go to a neutral, clear LED keyboard. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything goofy with orange and green and all kinds of shit. It could just be something simple. So, offer a lit keyboard and offer more switches. Now, when I remember at first when I was looking into mechanical keyboards and trying out different switches, it was overwhelming because I couldn't tell blacks from browns from reds. They all felt the same. But as I played with them a little bit more, I found that some of them but they had a different weight. Some of them require more pressure to press the key. But I fell in love with blues since day one. I've been using nothing but blues, so that's my preference. And luckily, DAS keyboard, my personal favorite Ultimate keyboard, is available in Cherry MX Blues, with Cherry MX Blues. Sorry. Another thing that they included, I don't know if has nothing to do with typing, but this here, it's detachable. It's a detachable ruler. It never hurts to have an extra ruler laying around. I have all kinds of tape measures and measuring devices at home and at the shop, but sometimes I just can't find one if my life depended on it. So now it's good to know that I have one under my keyboard. As long as I have my keyboard around, it should be okay. But that's my take on it. I mean, it's better than no ruler. Has a nice metal emblem badge with serial number and model and whatnot. So we talked about it has USB 3, the matte finish, the media keys, but you know the USB hub was moved around from this location here, which let me show you on the old one. I had the USB hub here on this location, which is not really a big deal, but when you're gaming and you have your mouse right next to your keyboard, having USB connectors, cables, dongles and stuff sticking out could sometimes get in the way of your mouse. So the optimal position, it's definitely here up front, which, you know, thankfully they're now up front. And it's 2014, USB 3.0 is pretty mainstream, and it's good that they included that. This one only had USB 2.0, which wasn't a big deal, you know, but you know, it's good that they caught on to that. This keyboard still wasn't lit or anything, nothing fancy, it was just pretty plain, and I love its simplicity. I love its intimidating look. The blue switches, and I just love. Like I said earlier, I like this keyboard so much that I was willing to sacrifice all the bells and whistles off from some other keyboards, you know, with, you know, little screens, monitor screens, volume knobs, macro keys. Yeah, I had a G510 from Logitech. I never used the macro keys, and while the monitoring stuff was pretty neat, and the changing of colors was kind of cool at first, I mean, it got old right quick. I prefer this now. So one last thing that Das did with the cables is made them longer. No, I'm just kidding. They're the same length. It's still like 6.5 feet, but okay, here's the one for the new Das 4 Ultimate. You can see that it's just one connector for both the hub and the keyboard, and the N rollover stuff, the key rollover feature, does no longer require a PS2 connector. So instead of having a hub USB port and a keyboard USB port, and if you wanted the N rollover feature, you have to use this, you know, pretty much turn this into this one single cable. So, you know, that's pretty neat. I like that. I like that. It's worth mentioning, I should say. It's still pretty long, 6.5 feet, like I said. Plenty of room, plenty of distance. So, even though these are both Cherry MX Blue switches, they have a slightly different pitch to them. And here I'm gonna press some of the keys, you know, back and forth. So. I remember having to lube the space bar because it was squeaky at first, but hearing that again, I'm not sure. I like the pitch of this one better still. Not a bad keyboard, and I mean they're the same, nothing's wrong with them, but maybe I'm so used to my beloved Das 4 Ultimate S. I mean, that's Ultimate S. This is the Das 4. That one's the S. Volume knob. And I'm really happy about the color scheme because it looks like it's gonna match my new monitor, the Asus ROG Swift. It's a 1440p 120 hertz monitor, and it's gonna match it pretty good. That's all I have to say. And If you have any questions that I did not answer in this video, or you know, I don't know, something about this specific keyboard or this one, if they're worth it or not, or whatever question you may have, feel free to comment and subscribe to my video if you like it. I mostly do stuff that I purchase. I'm not there buying gear to make videos, unfortunately. I don't have time, and most certainly don't have the money to do that, so I do what I can with some of the products. You know, if I like them a lot, I'll try to make videos showing why I like them and stuff. You know, when there's something wrong, I like to mention it too. I don't like to be biased. Like, see, you know, this keyboard's obviously not perfect for everyone. It's perfect for me that I don't require any lit keyboards or lit keys. I already know exactly where every key is located at. You know, insert, delete, stuff, everything. I already got that down. I'm past that stage, so that doesn't mean that other people don't want lit keyboards, you know. So there should be an option for these keyboards to well, there should be more options, you know. There should be more switches as well. There should black, reds, at least the most popular ones should also be included, or offered as an option. If you're looking at this red keycap here, it came extra as a kit. It's 15 bucks, and I really feel like those extra keycaps should be included. And I mean, you're already paying 130 for this one, 170 bucks US dollars for this one. You know, come on, you know, throw some keycaps for some customization. I'm gonna leave this one blank the way it is. This one I'm gonna try to model a little bit. If I don't send it out to Reaper, I might take the top off, paint it, and lace or edge some goofiness on the keycaps. You know, just have some fun with the keyboard. That'll be all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the video. Hopefully you enjoy the video. I'm sorry. Long day. And subscribe. Thanks.